Let's talk about this striker who's linked with Kaizer Chiefs and why it makes sense and doesn't make sense why he's linked with Kaizer Chiefs. Number two, also talk about Nabi and his need for something that is currently not getting. Also going to talk about what Willard Katsande has said about Sibongiseni Mthethwa and how he can get back to the starting 11. Last but not least, we are also going to talk about what is happening inside the dressing room of Kaizer Chiefs. Some of these things we know, some of them we suspected. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I'm Bilo. I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. All right, let's start with Nabi. After that game that we played the Ikufa Cup against Marumo Gallants, he said that he's not happy with Kaizer Chiefs players, specifically his team, for two reasons. Number one, it's the number of chances we created. It's a problem because we are not converting those chances. And I know everyone goes to the comment section and starts complaining about it's Ranga's fault. Why is Ranga not scoring goals? But then I always go back to the fact that we also have wingers who are missing chances. So it's not just Ranga missing chances, but it's everyone in that front line missing chances and not being clinical enough. So that has to be sorted. Nabi sees it and it's giving him sleepless nights, which is a good thing because that means he's working on improving that. But number two, the other thing that he's not happy with is the fact that the team dropped momentum against Gallants. And we saw this even against Amazulu. We played very well the first part of the game, and then we started slowing down, and then we saw Amazulu almost coming back to the game, just the same way that we saw Marumo Gallants coming back to the game. That is not good. Nabi wants consistency. So I wonder if this has to do with fitness, or it also just has to do with the fact that these players, their mentality is not to the level that Nabi wants them to be in. But he's going to fix it because this is the problem. He's not complaining about the temperature, just like another person was doing last year. Now, let's talk about the second thing, which is the fact that Willard Katsande is saying that Sibongiseni Mthethwa might get back to the starting 11 of Kaizer Chiefs. How? He says that when he came to Kaizer Chiefs and Stuart Baxter was there, he saw that, hey, this man is actually benching me. So how can I win and become a starter? And then he talked to him and he obviously told him that, hey, you can improve 1, 2, and 3. And he did. But then again, these might be two different situations because Baxter really preferred the type of player that Katsande is, a destroyer. But Kaizer Chiefs, if you look at Mthethwa, he is a destroyer, but also there's Uplom who can destroy and also play. So if Mthethwa can obviously improve the playing part of his game, then he can find a way of forcing his way into that starting 11. But if it doesn't do that, then I'm afraid he is in trouble. Now, before we talk about the striker, I have some good news, if you will. So if you can't tell, I'm catching a flu again because of this whole thing of traveling to games and not having a proper rest and stuff like that. So I'm getting sick because I also forced. I will say, by the way, I got 70,000 views over 2 videos and I asked people for money and only 3 people ended up sending the money. So I tried what I could to go to Bloem, and then I booked a very cheap bus that was 3 hours late to go, 2 hours late to go, 3 hours late to come back. Anyways, I ended up just getting to work late. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Let's find another way of getting match reactions from fans. And that way is by having you guys, all 37,000 of you who are watching here on YouTube. Some of you, if you'd like to share your opinions on the games, so on match day, you will go check the post on the community tab on this channel, and you'll see that you can record a video of yourself, a 3 to 5 minute video of yourself, talking about what you thought about the game, who you thought your man of the match was, and what you think the team could have done better, and other things that you thought or you would have seen on that game. And then after you record that video, there is a website called WeTransfer. You upload that video on WeTransfer, then I download it, then I upload it on the channel so that people can see your views. And as we know, if some people like the fact that what you're saying, I will then upload it. And then if you do well, then maybe we get you on the channel again and again. So if I can't go to games like this one on Saturday, I don't think I will go because I'm not paid yet. I will then just do that. And if I see that that works better than me going to stadiums and doing interviews, I'll just continue doing that. So let me know what you think about that. And while we're here, help me get to 50,000 subscribers. Yes, just subscribe if you haven't subscribed and like the video if you are new. Now let's talk about the other thing, which is the report before we talk about the transfer. The report that says that Miguel is a leader in Kaizer Chiefs' dressing room, and we saw Mthethwa Balala saying he is his captain. And what was strange again is the fact that it was strange because from what I know, Yusuf Martin, what we've been told, was the captain of Kaizer Chiefs. Then after him was Brendan Peterson and giving him Simang. But on Sunday, we saw Miguel wearing an arm belt while Given Him Simang was there, which means Miguel has jumped over Given Him Simang. And this thing that I was reading also says that the only reason why he's probably not even the main captain right now is because he arrived after the team went to Turkey. So you see that there are dynamics that are happening there. And I was watching the game. I will still do the analysis of the game. I was watching the game and I saw in the game he was just on Samgelo's case, talking to him, shouting at him, motivating him, and all of those things. And I'm like, this guy really is a leader. And I think it helps if you're playing with confidence, because I think the other problem with Marat right now, he's not playing with confidence because he knows that his game is not up to par as such. It's even harder for you to motivate other people while you need the motivating yourself. So I wonder how Nabi is going to handle this. Maybe he's just going to let it run out to the end of the season and change his captain. Would you welcome that change in captaincy from Mart to Miguel? Let me know in the comment below. Now, let's talk about the person who's linked with Kaizer Chiefs, which is Michael Olunga. Who is Michael Olunga? He is a 30-year-old Kenyan striker who's currently playing in the Al Qatari League. Now, his contract was last renewed last year in 2023 and is set to expire next year, 2025, in June. Now, what we know about contracts is that usually it's with an option to extend. So there's that possibility. And why would they not extend his contract? Because look at his stats so far this season: 5 goals and 1 assist in 4 matches. Overall, his record in terms of goal scoring: 190 games in 190 goals in 253 matches. But if I add assists to that, it's 220 goal contributions in 253 matches. That guy knows how to score. That guy knows where to score, even though you might say he's playing in Qatar, but he knows how to score. But why am I saying this does not make sense? Because, yeah, in terms of numbers, it makes sense, right? He's scoring goals. But do you think his team would not have put an option to extend? How much do you think he earns in Qatar, right? How much money is he earning in Qatar that is going to leave and come to Kaizer Chiefs? Because if he's there, state oil money is there. Coming to Kaizer Chiefs, he would want a very high salary. So there is my doubt with this. It's not that his numbers are bad or whatnot. I'm not even talking about his age. I'm just thinking from the financial perspective, even if we were to wait until June, it does not seem like it's a possible thing, especially for a player who's currently performing even in this season. But we'll see what Kaizer Chiefs do. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs can go, and even if they don't spend money, do you guys think that Chiefs can go out and spend a higher salary per month for a player? Or do you think they'll look elsewhere? Or do you think they should look elsewhere? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and tell me what are your thoughts about that whole thing of uploading your reactions. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Khosi, I'll pay you more.